Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Space Voyage.
In this video, I am going to give some information about top 10 longest voyages. 10th place goes to Curiosity rover. The Curiosity rover is a robotic car-sized Mars rover. It is exploring Gale crater on the Martian surface, which is near the equator of Mars. This rover uses a nuclear power and is part of NASA's Mars Science Laboratory. This mission had four main scientific goals: study Martian climate, Martian geology, search for water, and to find out whether Mars could have ever supported life. Curiosity is the heaviest robotic wheeled vehicle to have ever landed on Mars. Curiosity was launched from Cape Canaveral on November 26, 2011. It was successfully landed on Aeolis Palus in Gale crater on Mars on August 6, 2012. Curiosity has traveled approximately 0.49 astronomical units from Earth, that is approximately 75 million kilometers from Earth. Ninth place goes to Opportunity rover. Opportunity, also known as MERB, Mars Exploration Rover B, or MER1, and nicknamed as OP, was a robotic rover. It was launched on July 7, 2003 as a part of NASA's Exploration Rover program. It landed in Meridiani Planum on January 25, 2004. Opportunity was active for 16 years. Due to massive dust storm on Mars, it lost all its connections on 10th June 2018. Opportunity has traveled zero point 0.5 astronomical units from Earth, that is 75 million kilometers from Earth. 8th place goes to Juno spacecraft. Juno is an unmanned NASA New Frontiers spacecraft. It studies the planet Jupiter from its orbit. It was the first mission to an outer planet to use solar panels for power instead of radioisotope thermoelectric generators. The spacecraft was launched on August 5, 2011 from Cape Canaveral and entered a polar orbit of Jupiter on July 5, 2016. Juno's main goal is to understand the origin and evolution of Jupiter. It also studied planets' atmospheric composition, gravitatic field, magnetic field, and polar magnetosphere. Juno has traveled 30 astronomical units from Earth. 7th place goes to Centaur, New Horizons second stage. When New Horizons launched at 2 p.m. January 19, 2006, its first Atlas V stage and solid rocket boosters fell back into Earth within minutes of launch. New Horizon then proceeded on to Earth orbit aboard its Atlas V's powerful Centaur second stage, which then reignited to propel itself. Just seconds after Centaur stage completed, that Earth escape maneuver, it was discarded, and New Horizons was propelled onto its Pluto trajectory. Centaur, New Horizons second stage, has traveled 26 astronomical units from Earth. 6th place goes to Star 48 booster, New Horizons Third stage. Star 48 is a type of solid rocket motor used by many space propulsions and launch vehicle stages. It is used almost exclusively as an upper stage. It was developed primarily by Thiokol Propulsion and now it is manufactured by Orbital ATK. The Star 48 stage is also one of the few man-made items sent on space trajectories out of solar system. This Star 48 boosters New Horizons third stage has traveled 26.2 astronomical units from Earth. Fifth place goes to New Horizons. New Horizons is an space probe launched by NASA on 19th January 2006 to the dwarf planet Pluto and on an escape trajectory from the Sun. It was the first man-made spacecraft to go to Pluto. Its first flight took 9 years. It arrived at Pluto-Charon system on July 14, 2015. It flew near Pluto and took photographs and measurements while it passed. At about 1 kilobyte per second, it took 15 months to transmit them back to Earth. Instruments include long-range reconnaissance imager, a Ralph telescope of 75 mm aperture, an ALICE ultraviolet imaging spectrometer, a particle spectrometer suited to study solar wind and particles, a student dust counter, and a radio science experiment. The primary mission of New Horizons is to study Pluto and its system of moons. The secondary mission is to study any objects in Kuiper belt. New Horizons has traveled 46.98 astronomical units from Earth. Fourth place goes to Pioneer 10. Pioneer 10 was a spacecraft launched by NASA in March 1972. Its aims were to study the planets Jupiter and Saturn as well as the degrees of the solar system. The spacecraft also carried plugs. On the plugs were images that held some information about humans and Earth. Pioneer 10 has traveled 81 astronomical units from Earth. Third place goes to Pioneer 11. Pioneer 11, also known as Pioneer G, was the second mission to visit Jupiter and was the first mission to visit Saturn. The spacecraft was launched on 6 April 1973 and flew by Jupiter on 4th December 1974 and Saturn on 1st September 1979. The probe was last heard from November 1995 when the last communication between Earth and the probe ended due to power limitation and vast distance. Pioneer 11 has traveled 81 astronomical units from Earth. Second place goes to Voyager 2. Voyager 2 is a spacecraft used by NASA to explore Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. It is the only spacecraft that has come near to Uranus and Neptune. Because of this, a majority of pictures we see of these two ice planets came from this spacecraft only. Voyager 2 was launched on 20th August 1977. The probe is currently moving away from the solar system and heading out into interstellar space. Till now, this Voyager 2 has traveled 142 astronomical units from Earth. The first stage goes to Voyager I. Voyager I is a spacecraft used by NASA to explore Jupiter and Saturn. It is identical in form to its sister ship Voyager II. Voyager 1 was launched on 5th September 1977 to study the outer planets of the solar system. It is now an extended mission. Its encounters with Saturn can send it on an hyperbolic trajectory out of the solar system, traveling at 17 kilometers per second, which is much faster than the escape velocity. Voyager 1's research team announced on 25th August 2012 that it had left the solar system. It passed out of the heliosphere and into interstellar space. Voyager 1 is the most distant man-made object. It is also the first man-made object to leave the solar system. Till now, Voyager 1 has traveled 148.4 astronomical units from Earth.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe our channel.